Hi YouTube, today is my 4-month postpartum and baby update video. We'll start with baby Grace. She weighs right around 12 and a half, 13 pounds. I haven't gotten her in for her 4-month checkup yet because the way the dates fell and our vacation, we just haven't gotten in, but she will be going in the next 2 weeks to get her 4-month shots and also get a weight check, and we'll see how big she's growing. I did pull out my measuring tape because I wanted to see how long she was, and as best as I can, considering using a tiny little measuring tape, it looks like she's right around 26 inches. And when I put that data into the computer and some of those charts, it seemed like she was really long for her age. I don't know what else show up at the doctor's office, but she seems to me very long. Her 3 to 6 month clothing for her shirts, not her legs, but for her shirts, seem really tight, and I think it's just she's got a very long torso. She also started rolling over between months 3 and 4, and she rolls from her back to her front, not front to back. But again, she doesn't get a lot of floor time just because of the little kids running around, and I don't want her getting stepped on. So she does, as soon as I put her on her back on the floor, she's like, whoop, rolling right over. And then she panics because she doesn't know how to get back, and she's like, ah! Grace has also started grabbing at her toys in her toy bar in her bouncy seat, and it's really cute to watch her kind of wiggle her little hands, and then she finally grabs it and she pulls it to her mouth and she chews, and she's starting to drool a lot when she's chewing on stuff. And I don't know if she's trying to get some teeth in. Don't know. I don't see anything really bulging at the moment, which is fine. My kids usually don't get their teeth until 6, 7 months, sometimes even later. So I don't think we're going to get any teeth anytime soon, but she certainly likes to gnaw on her toys. When we hit that 4-month sleep regression, it hit us hard. She was sleeping really well right up until that point, and now sleep is all over the place. It's a total mess. We've got the only sleep that's somewhat predictable is her morning nap. And I've been putting her down within an hour to 2 hours of waking up, and she just fusses. She goes, and she conks right out. And predictability of a long morning nap and a long afternoon nap just went right out the window. And we're just kind of in survival mode again, just trying to get sleep whenever we can get some sleep. Nighttime, she still seems to be consistently going to bed anywhere from 8:30 to 9:30. But the sleep is like all over the place right now, and she doesn't want to sleep in her bassinet. She really wants to nurse to sleep, and it's one of those fluctuations with, I can't call her a newborn anymore, fluctuations with having a baby and just trying to get her adjusted, and we're just rolling with it. If we all look tired in some of our vlogs, that's why.
Hi Grace, do you want to say anything to your YouTube viewers? Oh, you want to smile at them? Say good morning, YouTube. She's a happy baby.
As for me, I feel really well. There's some days, particularly lately with her and with Grace's sleep regression, me being really tired makes me very weepy. I can't seem to mentally grasp the big picture when I'm really tired. And it's usually worse at nighttime than in the morning. In the morning, I'm really upbeat, I'm chipper, but by nighttime, I am dragging. Please do not ask me any questions because I will not be able to respond to you in an appropriate manner. I'll probably tell you I really don't care, or I can't think straight. So Art has gotten really good about making sure he doesn't ask me any serious questions that need a thinking answer on my part at nighttime, because it's not happening right now. My weight sort of stalled right at about 133, 134 pounds. In fact, it even went up for a little while, but that I can't attribute to being postpartum. I attribute that to the fact that we had a bunch of parties at my house and relatives coming in, and with all that food and not normal eating, it just made me eat and my weight went up. But the last week it's dropped back down to that 133, 134 level, and it seems like we're going back down again, and that's what I would expect. I did experiment with some brewer's yeast and ground flaxseed. I was having some concerns about my milk supply because just before she hit that 4-month regression, she was sleeping so well at night. I was really noticing a dip in my milk supply. Again, I don't pump often, so I really don't know how much she's getting, but it just seemed to me like she wasn't getting as much as she was normally. So I experimented with some lactation cookies, which were really good. I'm not so convinced on their overall health value because they are cookies. They had a lot of sugar in them and they had a lot of butter in them. And so, it was kind of one of those things that it really worked in the beginning, but that was also that whole time of the weight gain. So I don't know if the weight gain had anything to do with the cookies, or I don't know what it had to do with. I don't know why that happened, but I kind of ditched the cookies thought for lactation cookies and started making my own oatmeal in the morning and using the flaxseed and the brewer's yeast. And I found that for 1/3 of a cup of oatmeal mixed with the water and the milk, to 1 teaspoon of brewer's yeast, and my brand is Solgar. I didn't notice any flavor changes with the brewer's yeast, and that seemed like that was a better option than the cookies. The cookies actually tasted really good and they were fun to eat, but I just think the oatmeal was probably a better solution for me. And I did that for almost a week in the morning, and it did seem to help my supply. I really haven't had a chance to pay attention to it at this point because she's nursing so often. I don't really have a good gauge on how my supply is doing. All I know is she really wants to eat a lot, and I think that's just a 4-month growth spurt. So anyways, if you guys have had any experience with brewer's yeast and flaxseed, please leave a comment and let me know what you experienced with it. Did it work for you? Didn't it work for you? I've gotten back into full-fledged running. In fact, last week I went out and ran for four days in a row. This was just before she hit that sleep regression. I was actually getting up at 6:30, feeding her when she was up, putting her back down to sleep because she was still sleeping. She was still in that night sleep mode. And then I went out and went running for the morning, and I felt great doing that. But then we hit this sleep regression, and the running is totally out of my mind right now. I just not going there. Sleep is more important right now. But I really felt good running and getting back into somewhat of a morning routine before the kids got up, and it really made me happy. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting back to that routine in the next couple weeks once we get Grace's sleep settled out. That's about it for my 4-month postpartum and baby update. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and we will see you probably not for a 5-month postpartum. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot happening. And I will see you for a 6-month postpartum and baby update video. If you want to keep tabs on what's going on with our family, please subscribe to this channel, and you can watch our almost daily vlog of our large family life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye, YouTube.